Hi, my name is Lynn.
And my name is Lisa, and this is my happy boy, Maverick, and he is a Rottweiler, 6 months old.
And we're here at the Humane Society of San Bernardino Valley in San Bernardino, California. We're inside the Joyce Martin Education Center. Mrs. Martin was a teacher, and she was also a speech therapist for the San Bernardino City Unified School District. Lisa and I are humane education teachers, and our job is to ask you to think. We're asking you to think about what you say, and we're asking you to think about what you do. But it's more than thinking. We ask that you ask yourself a question, and the question is, are my words going to be helpful or hurtful? Are my actions going to be helpful or harmful or hurtful? So think of your words, think of your actions, think of what you're saying and doing, and ask yourself that question. Are they helpful or harmful? And predict out into the future the consequences of your words and your actions. Today, we're going to be discovering how Maverick is making a helpful difference. And he is doing that by learning to be a therapy dog and also learning to be a service dog. So let's meet Maverick, and he's going to help us discover the difference between therapy dogs and service dogs. We'll be discussing some of their similarities and then some of their differences.
Yes, Maverick is still very young. You notice he's very antsy and moving around a lot and very distracted. That's being a puppy. Maverick will be in training to be a therapy dog for at least a year, but he's already 6 months, so he's already gotten past that part. So another 6 months to be a therapy dog. 2 more years at least to be a service dog. And you will notice that Maverick looks a little different than a lot of Rottweilers. His head is not as big around as many, and he has long hair. Just because he's a little different, does that make him not valuable? You're right, no. He is very valuable. He is what's called a coated Rottweiler, long hair, and that just makes him look more special and more unique.
I was interested to discover that Rottweilers they descended from a breed called a Mastiff.
Yes.
And that actually that Rottweilers came from Germany, and when they were over in Germany, they were herding animals. And they talked about Rottweilers being drover dogs, and they also talked about them being herding dogs. Is there a difference between a drover dog and between a herding dog?
There is. Herding is where they gather up the sheep, the cattle from the field, from the pasture, and bring them all together. Droving is once they're together, now they're taken down a road, down a path to a destination.
And when they're out herding those animals, or when people have their own Rottweilers, I understand that sometimes there was a problem with thieves bothering them.
Yes, because there were no cars during that period. When families would walk to market, robbers would stay at the side of the road and rob them of their money. So they started tying their money in these type of pouches around the Rottweilers' necks, and they were never robbed again.
So here is the United States over here. Here's Europe. This arrow shows you where Germany is, and that actually the Rottweilers came from a town called Rottweil, Germany. And I understand that the people were really appreciative of those Rottweilers. So
Yes, they were so appreciative that the Rottweiler was actually named after their town. Rottweil means red tile roof. because all of the roofs were red in that town. So Rottweil became Rottweiler.
And I understand too that they can be service dogs, they can be therapy dogs, but they can also work with the police and do search and rescue.
Yes.
And during 9/11, Rottweilers were one of the very first dogs to appear on the scene and to be helping the police. And you can see this dog has a vest on with the word police on it. So as a service dog, or he's a therapy dog in training, can you just take him anywhere where you want to go?
No, I cannot. I have to ask permission at the facilities I would like to take him in to train. They will either allow it or they will not, but I cannot just walk in.
And what kind of animals could be a service dog?
In the state of California, as far as I know, service animals are only dogs and miniature horses. But in your state, you will have to research it and see which other animals can be used.
And what about therapy animals?
Therapy animals can be different animals such as dogs, cats, large horses, miniature horses, rabbits. Those are the animals that I can think of off the top of my head.
So would you like to share with us some of the things that he has been learning to do?
I can show you some of those things, yes. And he is taught in the beginning with praise and treats. And he is given a treat immediately when he does things correctly. Sit. Watch me. Nice job. Down. Down. Nice job. Good job. Maverick, come. Good boy. Mrs. Hildebrand, could you help me for a second?
Certainly.
You stay where you're at. You are going to try to distract him and call his name while I work him. Where's that?
Hey, Maverick. Come here, Maverick. Come and see me. Look, Maverick, I have a treat for you. Come over here, Maverick.
Very nice job. Very nice job. Good boy. Good boy. Another thing that he is learning is he is learning to pull on a rope, which will be attached to the refrigerator in case my husband and I need something such as orange juice or something. And he is starting with this rope. And the thing that he starts with, and I better have a treat ready, is I ask him to pull. Pull. Good job. Good job. He's not pulling, but he is touching it. Good boy. Good job. An immediate treat. Nice job.
And I saw that you would need to immediately give him
Yes.
that treat as like a reinforcement that he had performed the right task.
Yes. Another thing that he has to learn is to bring things to me when he gets older, such as he'll need to know, bring phone, bring leash, things like that. But to start that, I say a different word. I say find it. So he at first learns he has to go find something, and then we'll change it to bring it and the different words for the different items. So this is how we start. Mrs. Hildebrand is going to have to help me. I have to take Maverick away to be distracted while she puts a treat under one of these cups. So I'm going to remove Maverick for a minute. Find it. Find it. Nice job. Good boy. Good job.
We talked about that service dogs can go anywhere where their owner can go. If someone happens to see a service dog, how would they know that it's a service dog?
Because that animal will have on identification. It will have on a vest that says it's a therapy or service animal. It could have a badge or a tag on its collar. And the owner will have a badge or something in their wallet or purse identifying that the animal is officially registered with a reputable therapy or service animal organization.
So we talked identification like as a badge. Is there any other type of identification that Maverick has?
Maverick actually has a piece of identification on him that you cannot see, and it is called a microchip. Mrs. Hildebrand will describe a little bit more about what that looks like.
This is the size of a grain of rice, so you can see in comparison how small that microchip is. The bottom picture shows you a person's finger, and again, it gives you an idea of how small that microchip is. So we can't see that microchip on Maverick. It's so small. Where is it located?
It is located behind his neck. So we're going to demonstrate how to look for it.
Okay. And so we talked about service dogs that are in training and that you do not go up and pet them, you do not go up and touch them, you don't go up and talk to them, because if you did that, then they're not focusing on their job. They're not focusing on the task. They're not focusing on helping those people. So we don't go up and interact with them because, again, that they're not focusing and paying attention on their job. So, for instance, there are hearing dogs, and hearing dogs say, "I'll listen for you." For instance, if the doorbell rings or if the telephone rings, the dog will come up and alert the person who's deaf or alert the person who's hard of hearing. If the alarm goes off, time to get up, time to go to school, time to go to work, then the dog will alert that person. So as a seeing eye dog, they can help the person cross the street, and they do that by looking at the position of the light. If they see that the top light is on, then they're going to stay, they're going to stop. If they see the position of the bottom light is on, then they're going to go. They'll be going across the street. So I think Maverick has been working really hard today, and he's a little tired. He is. So let's all thank Maverick in our quiet voices, and let's all wish him good luck on his travel to become a service dog. So let's all thank Maverick, and let's say, good luck, Maverick. We hope you have a nice time in your life helping people and making our world be a more compassionate and caring place in which to live.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you soon.